Hey everybody, welcome to this 2-minute techie tip on the graphic organizer called Popplet. Our goal with our 2-minute techie tips is to improve staff and student learning and efficiencies by enhancing the creativity, communication, collaboration, and critical thinking in the classroom. So let's get to it. I am displaying my iPad, and Popplet is one of the apps that offers an tablet, an iPad app. So I mean by tablet, I mean specifically iPad, but also an online version, and actually it might even have an Android option too. We'll have that information on the website, but it is device neutral is how we could look at it. So if it's online and it's on an iPad, it probably covers 80% of the devices that people are using today. So let's just look at it first of all on my iPad, and I've searched for it, and I'm going to open up the Popplet app here, and notice I have three tabs up at the top, and I have Popplets that I've created on the iPad. I have Popplets that are online, and I also have I can view Popplets that are public. Let's just look at this is really kind of a cool one that gives you an idea of the scope of what you can do with Popplets. Obviously, I see I can add text and I can add images. And again, graphic organizers are a must-know and a must-have for all innovative teaching and learning today. So I can get a lot of ideas just by looking at what is online and how they've put this together. One of the other great features that if you look over here, I can share these Popplets. So someone, this is a public Popplet, someone by the name of David created this, but I can inspire collaboration within my classroom. I'm going to tap the home button, and we'll just look at one more. Let's see, this was the one I think. Actually, there was a Macbeth, yeah. So this one, made by one person, but again, I could export that to another collaborator. So you can get an idea of how the Popplets are arranged. And if I go to my iPad, and if I say I want to make a new Popplet, I have color choices that I can do. So if I wanted to say, I'm going to talk about fruit, I have no idea. And let's say I happen to have a bunch of bananas here, and I'm going to talk about bananas, and I wanted to insert an image, but I don't have a picture of bananas right on me, so possibly I could just take a picture of it. And I'm finagling my camera here with one hand, so let's just use that. And I can say done. It will also let me rotate that image, and actually that will show up bigger once I think once I export that. So I can obviously, let's see, if I wanted to talk about characteristics, if I wanted to use my graphic organizer to just list or organize my thoughts on bananas, I could do that. So I can add text, but what I also love is that it's very easy to figure out. So my little white dots here, I can add different boxes, or actually they call it pops, to do that. So I can have a drawing of, let's see, so if I wanted to say, I'm going to draw, here's my drawing of bananas, and I can even add like the green ends on it, and I can even add Let's see if I were to get some black going there. Nope, 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 nope. X that. Delete that Popple. And if I wanted to get some black, all right, so I can kind of add some lines. So I can organize and maneuver my Popplets in any way. And you just need to experiment just a little bit. Let's see, so I can make them different colors. And again, I can add a image. For instance, I don't know if cats liked bananas. I have no idea. Actually, I've had cats that like bananas. Okay, so I really love Poplets. It is one of the best iPad apps ever, and it takes a couple of minutes really just to figure out what's going on. Of course, I have an export button that I can share. It lets me email or save as a JPEG. But the great thing is that it is device neutral that I mentioned earlier. So I can, if I go back here, I already created something online, and I have a tree Popplet, trees in North America. And here this is supposed to be a drawing of a tree. But I'm just going to switch out from the iPad, and I'm going to go to the online site so that you can see what I mean by being device neutral, that I can work on a Popplet on an iPad but also online, which means really any kind of a device is going to be able to access this. Okay, so here I am using my Chrome browser on my laptop, and I've gone to popplet.com. And then over here you can see that I've clicked on the login button. Students and staff free to do. Excellent to have that that functionality to flip from an iPad app to how this is going to work online. So I'm just going to log in, and yes, I'm going to log in. And here then, again, I can see public Popplets, and on this side of the screen it can show you examples. And here again is my trees example. So I can flip from from doing something online to an iPad app. And again, I can draw, I can add text, I can change colors, add images. The other deal, let's see, I also want us to be aware that because we're in Chrome, the Chrome browser gives us an awful lot of iPad apps and extensions. And when I'm logged into Chrome, and if I go over here and I look at all of my apps that I have downloaded, that I have gotten through the Chrome App Store, which is the Chrome version of the iPad App Store, I have Lucid Chart, and these are for Chromebook users, you know, or really anyone using the Chrome browser. So again, my functionality really increases. Lucid Chart is probably the top rated Chrome graphic organizer, and if I say blank chart, I have the same kind of functionality as I do in Lucid Chart, and this will give me all of the tutorials of what I need to use this. It's quite sophisticated, but would certainly do anything that I need it to do. So if I want to get out of here and get rid of this skip tips, I know that I can always get back to it by right here, getting started. So it might take a couple of minutes to explore, but Lucid Chart as a Chrome web app is a fabulous tool for Google Chrome users, which we should all be one of. And this has also the collaboration tools. Here I can invite collaborators. I can insert documents even. I can arrange things. I can add additional pages. So that's one general overview on using graphic organizers, which are are critical for innovative teaching and learning today, and it really is a must-have. In this example, talked about how I can use an iPad app, how I can use that online um, using Popplet.com as an iPad app or as an online device neutral tool, but also for Chrome users, who are becoming more popular, Chromebook and Chrome browser users. Lucid Chart, that's the probably preferred app for Google Chrome users. So that's our 2-minute techie tip on graphic organizers, and with technology, it allows us to remove the limitations of the traditional classroom. So thanks for listening, and continue your learning.